You're nerds.
Improv.
Nerds.
We had done one of these things, one of these sitcom pilots that everyone was doing back in 2007 or 8, somewhere in there. And we did one that a friend of mine wrote, and we had a really good time together. And Bill was well cast. He plays a psychiatrist who's also like basically insane, and it was a lot of fun. And I had not known Bill before then. I think I'd maybe seen him perform once, but I had no kind of.
When you were like at I.O., because Bill was at I.O.,
Yeah.
were you going, okay, I'm going to cast this person or cast this
No.
person? Okay.
Julie Peterson. She was one of my best friend's moms. Wrote the pilot.
Okay.
And she gave me this chance to direct this thing, and she's like, I'd love for you to direct it. Here's the money. We had like a couple $1,000s. She's like, I've got the money, but you have to cast Bill as the psychiatrist. And I was like, okay, fine. Like, and I knew him well enough. Like, let's do this. And also, you can't say no to a job where you've already got the budget. You can direct it. I mean, that's incredible. So we did this thing, and we had a good experience. And then I remember Bill and I met for coffee in Roscoe Village, Starbucks in Roscoe Village. And it was like kind of feeling each other out, and then he's like, would you want to direct more stuff? And I was like, yeah, like, what are you thinking? And as I tell the story, and I told you this on the phone, but like in my mind, he like reached over and pulled out a huge stack of scripts. Now that didn't actually happen, but
when we do the movie version, that's what's going to happen.
And he's like, well, because Maximum Party Zone was born in I.O. Cage Match, and they won, the first time they ever did this cage match, they won like for like 8 times straight or something like that. And the way they did their cage match, and I might be screwing this story up a little bit, but basically this is it. You had to come up with a new show every single week. So they were coming up with new shows every single week, and so they had this huge back catalog of material. And they're all nerds, and they're all movie people, and so all of their stuff was kind of already skewing towards cinematic. A lot of parody stuff, a lot of horror, a lot of like kind of genre-specific things, which translate incredibly well to the short sketch medium, I guess. And so he's like, puts this huge pile on the desk, and he's like, would you want to do this? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. And so he's like, okay, great. He's like, I'll pay for it. And we ended up, it wasn't that expensive. And we'll shoot it around town, and will you direct it and produce it? And I said, yes. And so what we ended up doing was, over the course of a year, we met 4 times over the course of the year, and in each period of shooting, we shot for about anywhere between 3 and 7 days, kind of depending. And in that, we would shoot what was usually called just like a joke of a day, or a sketch of a day, which would be like a 15 to 30 second bit that we'd release every single day. The plan was to release every single day. And then we should shoot like a number of sketches that were a little bit more longer, like 3 to 4 minute sketches. And we did this for a year.
I know that you don't want me to tell my child about my past. And that sounds like a strange thing to...
It's not important.
It is important. It's very important. There's things that you don't know about me. And it's important.
Okay, tell me one thing. I'm going to love you, whatever you say.
Whatever I say.
Whatever you say, I don't care.
I used to have a very hard time with alcohol.
Okay.
And I know that you've seen me when I've been fresh.
Fresh, what do you mean?
Like new, fresh and new.
Fresh and new.
New, turned over a new leaf.
Okay, not drinking anymore.
Yes.
Okay.